I mean, they can sniff
Hmm.
those people out in 15 seconds.
Yes,
Okay.
I
Because they're
agree.
reading off of a script, right? And it's like,
Uh-huh.
that's not something that's going to be fruitful for their time,
No.
to invest their time in
Yes.
something like that. And so you're
Yes.
right. It's all about the relationships. And if you're
Hmm.
aggressive with them, they just turn you
Yes.
off, you
Yes.
know? So
Well, it's
yeah,
it's interesting, Mike. A couple of years ago, they wouldn't even have to call you back because
yeah,
they were so busy. There was
yeah,
so much volume. There was so much that they didn't have to do that they didn't have to really worry about their list. They could
yeah.
just call a few people and get a deal done. And that's why I'm telling you right now, it's very similar to back in 2013. They've got to put more legwork in now.
Yeah.
There's less buyers out there because of what's happened in commercial. I mean, there's a lot
Hmm.
less deals that aren't working. It's a lot harder to raise capital. So when it's harder to raise capital, there's a lot less opportunity for these general partners and for these syndication groups to go out and actually close on these deals. So
Yeah.
there's less offers being put in. So brokers have to do more work. And it's very important. The last point I'll make that you said, do as you say and say as you do. Do
Hmm.
not waste their time.
Yeah.
If Mike, the broker, is going to send you a deal, then Gino, the investor, better underwrite the deal and let him
Hmm.
know by the end of the day or the next day if it works or if it doesn't.
Yeah.
If you're going to go schedule a property tour, schedule a tour, show up on time, look professional, ask the right questions, and give feedback.
Yeah.
Don't waste their time. It's interesting. It's such a hard job being a broker because you can spend months and months and months without a nickel earned. And then all of a
Hmm.
sudden you get a $50,000 commission and everyone's complaining, oh, that 6% is too high. But what about the last 6 months that this guy did all this work and didn't get compensated for creating these relationships, by going out and finding deals, by getting these listings, and then by doing all these showings? You're only looking at the end result. You're not looking at
Hmm.
all the work that he did beforehand or she did beforehand to secure that listing.
Yeah. And I think what you're talking about and where you're heading with this is spot on. And I think people need to make sure and I just want to stop for a second and make sure I highlight this.
Hmm.
I've obviously been involved in buying lots and lots and lots and lots of property. And I can tell you that it is a very, 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 very small, tiny world of brokers out there.
Uh huh.
And if you take good care of one, they talk to each other.